Is it safe to cruise right now? Hello everyone and welcome back to the Cruise World. I want to thank you all for your support of this channel, and if you haven't done so already, please consider hitting that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to get alerts when I post new videos. And here's a hint, I have a new song coming out next week. Senators Marco Rubio and Rick Scott just announced new legislation known as the Set Sail Safely Act, and that's aimed at allowing cruise lines and ports to reopen. And that got me wondering, is it safe to cruise right now? Like right now, September 2020. I feel like I could ask several different people, even medical professionals, that question, and I would get several different answers. But here's what I know. COVID-19 is real, and it spreads easily, and it should be taken seriously. But I think it's time that we take what we've learned and start living our lives. Back in March, much of the United States was shut down for what many thought would be a couple of weeks of slowing the spread. And I think a good number of us thought that soon after that, things would be getting back to normal, whatever normal is now. But as we all know, that didn't happen. Airline travel and other modes of transportation took a huge hit as most people around the country were just staying home. But the CDC singled out the cruise industry on March 14th when they issued a no-sail order from U.S. ports. And the Cruise Lines International Association, CLIA, suspended cruise operations. Then on April 9th, the CDC extended the no-sail order until July 24th. And on July 18th, they again extended the order, this time until September 30th. By this time, the cruise lines were already reeling from over 4 months of lost revenue, and CLIA took the ban one step further, saying that it would remain in effect until October 31st, 1 month longer than the CDC's order. Now, the CDC recommends avoiding all non-essential travel, as traveling increases your chance of getting and spreading COVID-19. But there's only one travel industry that I know of that they completely shut down, and that's cruising. Now, it's true, cruise ships are for pleasure travel. I've never seen anyone using a cruise ship to get from point A to point B for a business meeting or getting somewhere to care for a sick loved one. But I have flown several times in just the past couple of months, and though there are no doubt people flying on airplanes for essential travel, there are a ton of people that are flying for pleasure. And yes, all of the major airlines have mask policies, and the passengers must keep them over their noses and mouths the entire flight when they're not eating or drinking. And I've been on a lot of flights in my life, and I have never seen people nurse their food and drink as much as they do now. And why is that? To have their masks off for a bit. And these people are not 6 feet away from me. They're a foot or two at best, even when an extra seat is left open. So let's talk about cruising. One of the things that people love to do on cruise ships is eat. It's the main dining room, various restaurants and cafes, and of course the buffet. Obviously, the self-serve buffets should not be operating right now, or maybe ever again, but cruise staff can serve the food off the line and minimize any unnecessary contact between passengers. I know where I live, restaurants and cafes are open for business at reduced levels. How about in your area? The pool and lounge is another big part on cruise ships, and you know what? Beaches are open all over the US, and so are many public pools. My friends just took their kids to a local hotel a couple of weeks ago that has a water park inside of it, and they said there were a ton of people there. Theaters, comedy clubs, and bars, yep, you guessed it, they're all open in many places around the country, albeit with limited capacity, but they're open. Gyms and spas, open in many states. Retail outlets, open. Casinos, open. Hotels, open. You see where I'm going here? Virtually all businesses that make up yours and my city are open. Cruise ships are often referred to as floating cities. And it's easy to see why. With all of the amenities of your hometown, many of the newer ships are actually divided into neighborhoods. Our cities shut down, but they're starting to reopen again. And I, for one, think it's time for cruise ships to start reopening again and sailing from the United States. Several cruise lines already have large cruise ships operating in Europe, and the cruise industry is dedicated to a safe sailing experience even in the face of this pandemic. Pre-boarding testing and temperature checks have been put in place for the current cruises. reduced passenger counts, enhanced cleaning measures, specialized shore excursions. The cruise industry is ready to sail again, and I have no doubt that they have every intention of doing everything they can to keep each and every passenger safe. Countless people fly on planes in the United States every day, and you know what? They aren't doing any testing or temperature checks. Cruise industry executives are urging the CDC to give the okay to restart sailings as soon as possible. And we should get some news soon, as the current no sail order will expire on September 30th. I think cruise ships can operate just as, if not more safely, than many of the businesses around the country. But make no mistake about it, there will be some cruise passengers that contract the virus. Just like people are contracting the virus every day all over the world as we continue to live and go about our lives as normally as we can. Right now, the cruise industry is slowly being destroyed, and I hope that changes soon. Are you ready to start sailing again? I'm booked to sail in November, and I am ready to cruise. In fact, I wrote a song about it that will be released next week. So hit that subscribe button, enable the notifications so you won't miss out on the new videos. They haven't canceled my cruise yet, and I hope they won't. What are your thoughts on cruising? Are you ready to sail again? Leave your comments below. Be safe, everyone. We'll see you soon.